What is that?
It's the
You hear that?
woods.
But it's different.
It's like it's coming from inside.
There's a cat!
No, it's a bat. It's a bat.
It's bad.
It's Drewski and Friends Pet Sematary Movie Review. Hey everybody, it's Drewski McGillicuddy.
Hey girl, it's Dusty.
And it's Chad.
You guys are both fucking terrible at this. Anyway, we just come out of Pet Sematary 2019, and yeah, what do you think?
It was awesome.
It was fantastic.
So we're wondering what everybody else's problem with the movie is, because I heard people saying that they rushed everything. Everything was rushed. Things were left out that shouldn't have been. That's just everybody's having problems with this movie. Whereas the only problem I had with the movie was the cover of Pet Sematary, originally done by the Ramones. That's pretty much the only thing about the movie that bothered me. I mean, there's some stuff towards the end that bothered me, but I guess we can't really talk about that here. But what can we talk about? We're going to try not to spoil it for everybody because it just come out this weekend. But I thoroughly enjoyed the directing. This is from the director of Starry Eyes, which is an amazing independent horror film. If you haven't seen Starry Eyes, definitely check that out. I will probably get a review out eventually. But guess what?
What's that?
We're not here to talk about that. We're talking about Pet Sematary. How did you feel the performances were? Because I heard some issues with the performances.
I thought the acting was pretty well rounded. I mean, in all honesty, John Lithgow is no, Herman Munster, but I mean, his scenes were, I think he did a really good job.
And see, I heard a lot of people saying that his character felt like an afterthought, or he wasn't as utilized as he should have been. But he was in the movie, I felt, just as much as Judd was in the original, which this movie, I don't even think you could compare it to the original. Everybody said, oh, well, you're going to compare it to the book or you're going to compare it to the original. I don't feel that that's even necessary to compare it to anything other than itself, because
complete standalone.
it's completely
Its own thing.
different from the book, but while being the same, it's different from the book and the movie. Not that I've ever read the book, because we all know that I can't read, okay?
You never learned to read.
But yeah, let's talk about Lewis. He's the main person that people seem to have an issue with. I thought he did a fine job, especially conveying his emotions.
Well, yeah, because he's a doctor, and he was coming from a big metropolitan hospital to like this little podunk hospital, so he is very used to seeing like traumatic things. So I think that's kind of like hardened him over the years.
Yeah,
and
because he even explains that in the movie, and like
right.
they were talking about the Pascal scene. It's slightly different, but that scene, I thought, when he loses Pascal and just his reaction to it, I felt that. So I don't get where he was flat or anything like that in his performance. I thought he was amazing, but the best performance in the movie was definitely Rachel.
Yeah.
Every scene she was in, she was just damn good, I guess. Chad, what do you think? Get up in this motherfucker.
It was. I like the movie, man. Everyone had a good performance, I think.
With the exception of Gage, because Gage did good.
Yeah, but when he was,
was barely in the movie.
Well, he was a literal
That was
2-year-old,
Yeah, but so was Miko Hughes, and Miko Hughes was amazing, even though he was sort of the focus in that one, and Gage was more the background character in this one. But everybody's talking about Lewis being a background character and Judd being a background character, where they were at the forefront.
I agree. I think Gage was more of a background character.
But he's a 2-year-old, and he wasn't the one that if you've seen the trailer, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, the scene, the truck scene, the scene in the movie, I thought was really good, and people are talking about that compared to Lewis's original, or whatever the hell his name is in the original one, where he drops to his knees and he goes, "No!" Or I can't do it. I don't want
The
anybody
truck
to call
scene
the police.
too, you forget that it's a scary movie, and it just
Right.
feels like a real drama at that point. That's
Well,
how I felt.
What I heard
well,
in the
after-
review is when he was walking around the trailer, it's like, why is he walking so slow? And I was just like, would you want to walk around the trailer
Like,
and
he's
see your
in
child
fucking-
all over the highway?
He's in
you
fucking
know?
shock. But here's the
Yeah.
thing, like about the scene, because it's different. Because in this one, both parents go over, and when he's walking around the trailer, he sees her drop, and just how they pan back as he goes over and he lays on Ellie, and like he doesn't scream, it's just silent, and it pans back, and you see both of them laying there, and you don't need a scream, you don't need anything other than that, and the music playing, and it's just.
Dramatic.
And it fucking goes to the funeral, and then the scene you see in the trailer where he's got that single tear rolling down his eye, and I thought that's good enough for me. I don't know what the fuck your problem is, if you're one of those people that had a problem with it.
I
But,
mean,
and there was another scene where one tear was rolling down his eye, and we won't spoil that, but
right.
that was nice.
But as a father, I mean, I totally related with that. It was just like, you're trying to be strong for your family, even though you're breaking down inside.
Yeah, just like he was trying to be strong when Church dies, or whatever. He wasn't all tore up about it, but Rachel was upset, and
But you know what though? He is the
And
one that was like, you got to deal with death.
then they
But he was the one
handled
ended
that
up
differently.
Not being able to deal
Right.
with death.
Not to spoil it, but they handled that differently in the movie. They were going to tell Ellie that Church ran away, but she was like, "No, Church is I seen him in my window," and she was like, "Well, that was probably just a dream." He's like, "Well, no, he's over there, and let's talk about Church. Fuck it, let's talk about Church. This cat is fucking scary. Okay, I mean, Church in the
makes
original
scary.
movie was scary, but this cat just." He keeps telling me he owes me. He keeps telling me he owes me some kind of birthday tattoo, and I was gonna get the Sleepaway Camp poster, but now I'm thinking I might just get fucking Church.
Getting church. Totally getting church.
Just I want it to be black, and then just have the green eyes, like that fucking standee they had in there. I don't know if you've seen it.
Right.
Here's a picture of it if I can find it on Google Images. Whatever. Anyway, so yeah. Also, not to mention, I don't know if it popped up because I'm going to have my 2 reviews race to be uploaded because I'm going to have them edited and processed, and then we'll go bloop bloop and
The
see
original.
Yeah, because I recorded that last night and have been so busy I haven't had a chance to edit it. And I'm not going to edit this one. I might have a thing pop up when I say, "Hey, that one thing that I had pop up." Anyway, let's continue. Church, he be scary.
Yeah.
And what else? What else?
Church, you're all sticky.
Yeah.
What's all over you?
Yeah, he stinks in this one too, everybody. So then there's the end. We're just going to skip over a bunch of stuff. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Have we forgot to talk about anything? I mean, the jump scares. People are talking about the what's jump scares. I mean, that's the thing now. That's the thing about horror movies now.
not spoil anything, but there is a major.
This movie contains one of the best fucking jump scares. I punched him
Yeah, in my shoulder.
and said,
I
"You
probably have
motherfucker!"
bruises.
And I don't know where it
like
came
you blamed
from.
me for it. Like,
He fucking jumped too. He was
my
he was
God.
like, I thought he was gonna punch me. I think that's why I punched him, and then I told him to punch Chad, just to make sure Chad saw what we saw, in case he was like looking down. I'm afraid of dumbwaiters. I'm afraid of dumbwaiters now, and trucks. Jesus Christ. The sound design in this fucking movie is Oscar worthy.
Right.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Like the first time, I mean, it was you sort of see it in the trailer, but when you see it in the fucking theater on the biggest screen in the, so we saw it on there's 2 large ass screens in this theater, and then there's, the regular size theaters. And we saw it in the large ass theater, and seeing it on that with these speakers, I peed my pants.
Literally almost did.
No, I seriously almost peed my pants during the dumbwaiter scene. But there's a couple, or no, that was the mirror scene. Because, yeah, Lee McCoy was talking about, the best scene in the movie. Because we were talking about, that was the best scene in the movie. What was the other best scene in the movie? Best shot in the movie, I'll tell you. They're going to the pet cemetery, right? And they stepped into the water. Hey, man, I'm trying to make a video over here. You honking your horn and shit? Anyway, yeah, when he steps into the water, that was just a really cool shot.
Steps in the
That's
water.
got nothing to do with the rest of the movie. It's just a really cool shot.
Speaking of shots,
That has to do with the directing and how the directing of this movie was amazing. And I don't know why everybody's talking shit.
CGI that kind of that was
What
pretty bad.
CGI was bad?
Yeah, there was a part in the movie where he overlooks the town and like overlooks the cemetery, and it looked very like blue
Well,
screen.
yeah, the whole trip to the not the pet cemetery, but the pet cemetery. That's just yonder over that
The Indian
pile of
burial
debris.
ground or whatever. The Wendigo.
Once they're walking through the swamp and shit, that looks fake. Hey man, trying to make a video over here. But anyway, everybody's leaving their movie and they're ruining my video.
There's Biffer. He was a hell of a sniffer.
But anyway, so yeah, that and that cover song are really my only problem with the movie.
Right. I don't know. There was a line that you said you really wanted to hear in the movie.
Oh, okay. There's my other gripe. Okay,
Do the
Judd
impression.
never once said, "You better stay away from that road. Get away from that road. That road." He did never. The words "the road" was never even mentioned. I don't believe.
And I really wanted to hear, "Now, Daddy, I want to play with you."
Yeah. I mean, do I think it would have been better if Gage got it instead? Because see, like I said in my other review, a 2-year-old is a lot scarier than like a 9-year-old, because I could see myself kicking a 9-year-old across the room, but a 2-year-old is like, oh, he's so cute and innocent.
But not so much.
But anyway, I think this is our cue that we gotta leave or something. I'm gonna rate it. We're gonna give it a big old fuck you if you don't like this movie. But then again, you guys can come up with your own fancy rating here. We'll just get that out of the way here.
I'm gonna give it like a 1 out of 10. I'm gonna give it like 8.5, 9.
I can agree with that.
And I think it was probably better than the original, so I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, that's
Them's
a
big
big old
words.
that's a big old toughie.
Those big words, but I'm kind of in agreement with him a little bit. So,
But we gotta go because there's karaoke across the street.
oh snap!
Oh yeah, Dusty bought me this fancy Avengers cup's got this fancy figure on the top. Anyway, we've got to go. What did you think about Pet Sematary? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Did you like this? Did you like the original? Do you like the book? Can you read? Anyway, what? I'm trying to make a video! Anyway, we gotta go. I'm gonna go fight these people. Love you, bye. Oh, and make sure you like, subscribe, click the Patron link, and the other link, I probably forgot to put it down there, but do it anyway. Just fucking Google it or something.